So let us talk about multivariate integration using Monte Carlo techniques. This is exactly the same as the univariate case. Now here, instead of counting the points under the curve, you count the number of points under the hypersurface. So for our example, we will use z is equal to x square of y. This is our hypersurface. And this is the integral we want to compute. So first let us just compute this integral directly. So you will have 0 to 1 x square dx, 0 to 1 y dy. Just split it. So x goes from 0 to 1, y goes from 0 to 1. So this will become x cubed by 3 and this will become y square by 2. So this becomes 1 by 3 times 1 by 2, which gives you 1 by 6. So we want this answer using Monte Carlo techniques. So again you have the same 4 steps as in the univariate case. First you set the target hypervolume. So x goes from 0 to 1, y goes from 0 to 1, and z will also go from 0 to 1. So we want to find that the volume is between 0 to 1. So the total volume would be 1 times 1 times 1. So 0 to 1 for x, 0 to 1 for y, and 0 to 1 for z. So this is our target hypervolume. So this curve is going to lie in our target hypervolume. So notice that when this curve is monotonically increasing, so when x is 1 and y is 1, z will also be 1. So you have to make sure that this lies within your bounds. Now you throw n darts in the target and then say the p darts land under the hypersurface. So then you compute the proportion of darts falling under the hypersurface. So that is p by n. So you have to compute the number of darts which land under the hypersurface. So multiply this proportion with target hypervolume. So then you have p by n multiplied by the target area. In this case the target area or target hypervolume is 1 times 1 times 1. So this is a 3 variable case, but you could make it n variable case. It does not matter. You just need to know what are the limits of integration and how this final function will behave. So let us now put this in R and C. So first is you set the function. Function is x square y. Just copying it right here. This is f2. So there are 2 variables which go inside the function, x and y. Now this n is 100,000. We have already set the target hypervolume as 1 times 1 times 1. So you have to now find the points under the hypersurface. So you have to count these total number of points. So first is that this is the hypersurface. f2 is a function. So this is z. So this is our f2, and see, x is between 0 and 1 and y is between 0 and 1. So there are 2 inputs here. This is x, this is y. So we are taking them from a uniform distribution. So R is for random, unif is uniform. So random uniform, drawing 100,000 points between 0 and 1, and y again 100,000 points between 0 and 1. So this will give you the surface. So this is nothing but the surface of the hypersurface. So these are 2 variables. You could make it n variables. This is your z or hypersurface. So hypersurface lies above the z coordinate. So this is 3 dimensions. So this is the 3rd coordinate. So say you have a hypersurface, and anything which lies below, you're going to measure it in z axis. So z axis means that the function here. So if this is say 5 dimension case, then you have some function of bunch of 5 values. Say the 5 values is x1 square, x2, x3, x4. So say you had something like this, then this will be the 6th coordinate. So you will have 5 coordinates and this is the 6th coordinate. Then you will take greater than whatever this function is in the 6th coordinate. Here we are saying the 3rd coordinate is z, which lies between 0 and 1. So you're taking the 3rd coordinate r uniform between 0 and 1. So in this case you will take the 6th coordinate, but this coordinate corresponds to the function part. So here the function is z. So this is between 0 and 1. So then you can compute the points under the hypersurface. Then again p by n is a proportion, point under divided by n. You multiply it with the target area. So here we are getting 0.166 and so on. And let us see what this gives us when we run this in R. So let us run this. So you have 16562 points under the hypersurface. So there are 100,000 points here. So this is the answer you get, 0.1656. Now you can keep running this as many times as you want to. Every time you will get a different answer, but you will see this is close to our value of 0.166. So now you have 0.168. So you can run the simulation multiple times, take the average of the values, and that average will give you approximate value of your hypervolume.